In a Quinn 6 exclusive investigation, we've discovered Washington County is having to pay out tens of thousands of dollars after its top elected leader is accused of creating a toxic work environment.
Our Coin 6 investigator Dan Tilkin found this has been part of a pattern. And who are we talking about here, Dan?
We're talking about Catherine Harrington, who you see right here, and her treatment of her chief of staff, who's now being paid all this money not to come to work. So Harrington is the chair of the Washington County Board of Commissioners, elected by voters countywide. She used to be on the Metro Council, where we have also discovered employees reported feeling bullied, shamed, intimidated, and scolded without the ability to speak up or defend themselves.
Good afternoon, councilors. I'm Catherine Harrington.
The accusations of a toxic work environment under Catherine Harrington came to a head out of this presentation she made to her former colleagues at Metro Council in June about how much money should be spent on services for the homeless.
With great respect, Catherine.
When she was done, it quickly became apparent members of the Metro Council were confused by Harrington's speech.
Chair Harrington just texted me and said that the wrong letter was sent.
Behind the scenes, Harrington blamed her chief of staff, Elizabeth Mazzara Myers, for the mistake and stormed into Ms. Mazzara Myers' office yelling, stating she was embarrassed and angry and needed to know what happened. That's according to this letter obtained by Coin 6, which Mazzara Myers' lawyer sent to the county. The letter said Harrington shared the blame for the mistake and goes on to say, if this matter is not resolved at this stage, discovery will reveal that Chair Harrington's explosive tendencies are well known, and others, including elected colleagues, have expressed concern about the chair's threatening demeanor.
We had two or three times we'd had incidents where Catherine had kind of blown up at one of the staff members.
Tom Hughes was president of Metro when Harrington was also on the council. Hughes sent this letter to Harrington in 2015, telling her she was creating a climate of fear, hostility, anxiety, emotional distress, and staff at all levels of the agency have reported these types of interactions with you. Hughes wrote, you have accused staff of having secret meetings, of conspiring, and of trying to keep information from you or the council.
She would reach down into the departments and explode at somebody that she felt had not provided her with as much information as she thought she needed in order to make a decision.
Would you describe it as a hostile work environment?
You know, I don't think she had the capability at Metro to create a hostile work environment. I think that it was her part of it could be hostile.
Hughes says Harrington's behavior improved after he called her out. But in September, Washington County had to reach a separation agreement with Harrington's chief of staff. The settlement includes paying Mazzara Myers $71,000 in full wages for 6 months until the end of March, and $7,100 in legal fees, plus all benefits. We asked Harrington for an interview about the settlement and her behavior at Metro. Instead, she sent us this statement. From my standpoint, this is an employee personnel matter, and I take the protections of our staff and their faith in those protections very seriously. Thus, I can't and won't comment on this particular case. My focus is on the critical work that needs to be done to deliver for Washington County families as we recover and rebuild from COVID-19.
Having listened to what some of my friends at the county have been saying, it doesn't appear that the problem entirely went away, but at least it got better while she was at Metro.
So both sides in this, Harrington and the county, and then our chief of staff, have agreed not to make any negative statements regarding each other or the county. And that clause, of course, makes it difficult for Coin to get officials in Washington County to speak with us. I can tell you there have been several elected officials I've spoken with who say they will be watching this story very closely.
Okay, this is an elected position, so is Harrington up for election anytime soon?
She actually is. November, she has one opponent so far. And this, of course, will be an election issue, you got to imagine.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, and frustrating that we can't get answers. And how are people at home supposed to make up their mind if nobody will answer any questions about this? So.